In this video, we will be discussing the electrolysis of water. The electrolysis of water is the splitting of water molecules using electricity. You will need the following apparatus. The pencil electrodes can be connected to the battery using double-ended alligator clips. After everything is connected, you can immerse the electrodes in the water. This should now be repeated, but with baking soda added to the water. Now, notice any differences when the electrodes are placed in the bicarbonate water solution compared to just the water. Also notice any differences in the amount of bubbles formed at each electrode. We can see that adding baking soda increases the conductivity, leading to a more efficient electrolysis. Take a moment to pause the video and think about what gases are bubbling off the electrode and why there are more bubbles on one electrode than the other. Water splits into hydrogen and oxygen when a potential is applied. At the cathode, hydrogen is formed, and at the anode, oxygen is formed via the following reactions. When the reactions are combined, we can see that two water molecules split into two hydrogens and one oxygen, and therefore more hydrogen bubbles are formed than oxygen bubbles. We will now talk a little bit about fuel cells. A fuel cell converts chemical energy into electrical energy. We have generated hydrogen and oxygen. Let's see if we can use them to generate electricity and light up an LED. Now, disconnect the pencil electrodes from the battery and instead connect them to an LED, keeping the rest of the cell exactly the same. The LED doesn't seem to work when a single cell is used, so let's try connecting it to 3 cells. First, connect the electrodes to a battery. After a couple of minutes, swap the battery to an LED again. We can see that the LED is now glowing, but pause the video again and think about how it is glowing and what has happened to the gases near the anode and the cathode. Hydrogen and oxygen combine to form water again via the following reaction. This generates electricity. The LED glows until the available oxygen and hydrogen are consumed.